Hi YouTube, Tim Unkert from UnkertEducation.com here. In this video, we're going to set up a Chromebook for Python programming using Visual Studio Code. But first, if you like videos like this where I show you how to set up Chromebooks or install software on Chromebooks and Windows, then make sure to subscribe. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get started. The first thing I want to do is enable the Linux development environment. So I'm going to go over here to my launcher on the left here. And if I don't see settings, I would search for settings, but I see my settings, so I'm going to click on that. And then once settings opens up, if I go down the left here, I see advanced. So I can click on advanced, and then I can scroll on down to developers. I'm going to click on that. And from here, we can turn on the Linux development environment. So I'm going to click turn on, and then next. And it's going to give me a username based off my email. You can change that right now, but once you install this, make sure you've got a username you like. And then a disk size, and they give me a recommended disk size, and I can change this either now or later. So disk size we can change later on. Username I think is pretty much set in stone once you set it. I'm going to keep both the same and click install. And that's going to take a few minutes to go ahead and install. So once that's done, I'll come on back. Okay, once the Linux development environment is enabled, a terminal will pop up. I'm going to maximize this and increase the font size so you can see what I'm doing here. And I want to make sure first off that everything is up to date. And I can do that by typing sudo apt-get update, then 2 ampersands for and then sudo apt-get dist-upgrade, and I'll do a -y to answer yes to the additional space. I'll hit enter. This will take a few moments, so I'll come on back once that's done. Okay, once everything's up to date, what we want to do is, well, I'm going to do Control-L to clear it out so you can see what I'm going to type. We want to make sure the GNOME keyring is installed. At the time of this recording, the VS Code website recommends that you do install that before you install VS Code. And it's pretty small, so I'm just going to type sudo apt-get install gnome-keyring and do a -y flag to answer yes to the additional space. I believe it's around 11.9 megabytes. So I'm going to hit enter, and it's going to run through. Okay, once that's run through, we're pretty much done with the terminal. I like to right-click and pin the terminal to my shelf because I'll probably use that at some point anyways when I'm programming. I'm just going to close this out, and we can close out our settings at this point as well. Okay, so I'm going to go to Chrome and open up a window here. Just open up a new. Okay, so I'm going to open up a new browser here, and what I want to do is I want to search for VS Code, and the first site that will come up and the site you need to go to is code.visualstudio.com. I'm going to click on that. Now I have an Intel/AMD based Chromebook, so this will work on that. If you have an ARM based Chromebook, you may have to do something slightly different. I'm going to download the .dev file here. I don't have an ARM based Chromebook, so I can't speak to that. And once that downloads, we can go ahead and we can install VS Code. Okay, once that downloads, we'll get this message to show it in the folder, and we can click on that, or you can just find it in your downloads folder. So I've got this file here. I'm going to right-click on the .dev file and click Install with Linux. It's going to load up the information. I'll click Install and OK. Okay, so once this is installed, I can close this out. I can close the File Explorer out. And I can open up my launcher, and I can pin the icon for VS Code to the shelf here. So I can open VS Code this way. I'm actually going to go back, open up the terminal here, and let me make this a little bit larger so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to make a directory for my Python programs. I'm going to do mkdir python, and then I'll change directory cd into Python here. And now I can open up VS Code in that folder by doing code dot and hitting enter. Okay, it's going to ask me if I trust the authors. I'm going to say, yeah, trust the authors of the files in the parent folder. And say, yes, I trust the authors. And then let's just expand this. Now it may want me to go through this setup here. I'm just going to mark all this stuff done, keep with the default theme. And we're in that folder, in that Python folder. So I can create a file with this new file icon here. I'm just going to create a file and call it main.py and hit enter. Okay. Now, once I do that, it's going to say, do you want to install the recommended Python extension from Microsoft for Python language? I'm going to click install. Yes, I do. And that's going to take a few moments and go ahead and install. So once that's done, I'll come on back. Okay, now you can run through all this stuff here. I'm going to actually close this out. So now we have that Python extension installed. And I'm going to do Control Comma to bring up the settings so I can just increase the font size so you can see this a little bit better. Okay, and let's make the font size like 25, nice and big, right? Okay, cool. All right, so now let's create a Python program, a simple Hello World program, just to test it out. By the way, I should note, when you install the Linux development environment, at the time of this recording, you install Python 3.9.2, I believe, but you do have Python 3 installed, so we don't have to do that, so it's pretty nice. So I'm going to type print, and let's just print hello world, and do something like my name is Tim. We'll make an advanced hello world program. Okay, and do a new line here. Let's save that, and now we can run it by just clicking on this arrow here, the play button. And you see, hello world, my name is Tim down here. So congratulations, you got your Chromebook set up for Python with VS Code, and you can start programming in Python and explore the wonderful world of Python. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks.